The following Let's Play has been rated not safe for young children. Any attempts to break the game are for entertainment value only. However, if any typos happen to be found... Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game! So, it seems to me that we're almost done with this game. We've only got one level left that we haven't explored, and we already know the location of the final boss. Does the final boss himself has his own level? I don't know, we'll figure that out as we go along, but it might be safe to say that we're going to finish this game this week. But first, let us head on to Winter Wonderland. We now have just barely... oh wait, no, we have more than enough. We have barely enough to get to the final boss. Come to think of it, we can go to fight the final boss if we wanted to. Nah, I'll just go ahead and head on to this level. We got 401 lights. Final boss requires 400. But we're going to go here because I want to go ahead and 100% the game. And who knows how long that's actually going to take. Oh, we got more flashing objects. I was told that the flashing objects are like some of the doors where you had to check them from a certain side. I don't know if that's with or without an ability. I'm assuming it's with an ability. Also, we got shadows now. Sort of shadows, I guess, sort of. This is an interesting looking place. An outdoor cave-ish, I guess? Or maybe it's an icy mountain. What was this place called? Winter Wonderland? Oh boy, we got encounters. This should be fun. And we're finally fighting snowmen. Or rather, I'm running away from snowmen. Although, it probably would be better just to fight them. Next snowman I come across, I'm going to see if it's easier to fight them. More treasure. Every level in the game has one of these, and once I learn how to unlock these, I'm going to have to go back into each level and figure out where these were. Not entirely looking forward to that. Alright. Is it easier to fight snowmen? Let's find out. It is! Huh. Something I forgot to mention as far as the randomness of enemies dying is, there is a variance of difficulty. The enemies are like tiered or something like that. I just noticed there's like a slight mixing of tiles here. We have these fluffy looking tiles, and then we have these slick looking tiles. Can't really tell much difference between them, but it's interesting that there's a difference. Alright, time to use Leo. I think I'm just going to stick with Leo until I think I need Poncho, who, by the way, happens to be male. I mean, he looks like a witch, but that's just because he's dressed like one. I am not going to judge him. Sitting over here in this little dead end makes me realize some of these levels recently have been way too straightforward, like they were almost hallways. Especially the castle level. Was there like any divergence as I went along? I don't think there was. Also, these shadows are almost confusing because it's like, oh, there's a wall. Wait, no, that's not a wall, that's a spot I can go through. Oh, there's the boss. Apparently we're going to be using Leo. I can tell because it's not transparent. It's way up there though, so we... oh, looks like we're gonna lead Alice in a moment, because Alice can turn into a boat, which is needed in order to go across ice. I don't know how that works. No, we got dogs. Or maybe it's a wolf. Either way, it's dead. Also, I just realized a really nice thing. After I'm done with this place, I can go ahead and turn battles off, because it'll pretty much mean we've seen all the enemies in the game. Yay! Oh wait, what? Where do I go from here? Was there another one of those? Oh, okay, I need Alice. And how lovely that Alice's path is being blocked by a random encounter. I guess even though these battles are all in the exact same spot, you really can call them random because they don't always activate. Glad I didn't get hit by that again, though. Also nice that there aren't ever any random encounters in these small spaces. Alright, so we're stuck as Alice for the moment until we find another character switching pad. Do those things have a specific name? Door found. It's one of those doors we're going to have to open from the other side. We need Keisha! By the way, in case it's not apparent, I actually have switched everyone back to normal. Under normal circumstances, I think it would be fun to play as alternate skins. Waiting for... Oh, sorry. Waiting for? I was starting to say waiting for because my mind went in a completely different direction because the game kind of stalled a moment there while I was sitting here waiting to move. Because I was waiting for the fake Keisha to walk back to the other side, otherwise whenever I jump around, the fake Keisha would still be on the other side when I jump from here, which would look weird, but no. Now that I'm landed here, I'm waiting for the fake Keisha that just jumped across the screen to go back to the other side so it looks proper. What was I saying before? Oh yeah, changed everyone back normal. Normally I'd be fine with it keeping everyone looking different, but the forms that I take that are available to me aren't really that interesting to me, with the exception of the Snowman, and probably would have been interesting to be a snowman fighting snowmen. But in this case, like I said before, sometimes it's just better to be normal. Sometimes. It ultimately depends on what form you take. What kind of shortcut is this, by the way? You have to go halfway through the level in order to get over here. Well, it's a good thing the treasure chest is sitting near the entrance to the level. Not entirely sure about the rest of the treasure chests. The way I see it, this episode we're going through Winter Wonderland. Next time we're going to probably work our way towards 100%. And then we're going to finish off with fighting Mortat. Took me a moment to remember what his name was. Now, once again, this path is relatively straightforward. There's not a whole lot of divergence going on. Also, it was plainly obvious that Poncho was needed here. I mean, I was sitting at the end of a really long path. Where else was I supposed to go? Oh, there's the ability shop. Oh, and the exit if I wanted to. That was an easy run. So what all is down here? We got a teleport pad. I hope we learn how to do... Wait, what? You don't need an ability to use those? Really? Well... Dang, back in the forest level I could have checked the tree from the correct side and maybe I could have gotten out of my way while it was Poncho and had been able to figure out that I could actually fight Giant Tree Man. Well, dang. Well, this also means that those flashing doors in the Tower Land, I was on both sides of those doors, so I could have opened at least one of them. Did I even try? Apparently not. Alright, 475 lights for Monster Mash. What in the holy gosh is Monster Mash? I don't know, but something else I've noticed is that abilities have gotten really expensive. I mean, there's one we have to learn in Tower Land. I don't know how many we need. Maybe we have enough now, maybe? There's one in Mansion Land, and now there's this one. Gonna have to really work our way towards collecting the rest of the stuff and stuff. Where's the nearest character pad? Come to think of it, we're a long ways off from the boss portal. Is this going to bring us to it? Heading in the right direction, so I'd say yeah. Alright, so what are we going to fight this time? We already had a giant guy, so we're probably not going to fight the Abominable Snowman. Okay, so apparently we're not fighting this boss as Leo because the portal is still visible. I guess he didn't bother making it transparent for other characters because you can't actually get to it with other characters. Alright then. Oh, we're fighting Snowmen. Frostbite the Cold Man, and we got eggs. Something tells me I'm going to have to check these eggs in the correct order while dodging other snowmen. It would be really confusing right now if I was also a snowman. Alright, so, this might be tricky. Let's just do a little exploration. Alright, we got all these snowmen in here. There's one coming up from down here. Let me get over here real quick. Yep, we're checking these eggs in the correct order. That is lame. Also, there was no sound effect there. This next death doesn't count. I'm going to check that egg again. That time there was a sound effect. RG Maker 1 has this weird glitch where every so often a sound effect just simply doesn't play. Kinda weird. And that death does count. My deaths are racking up because I don't know which egg to check first. This is not a good boss fight. How am I going to handle this? Not like that. Okay, like this. Clearly I'm missing something here. Alright, fine. Am I supposed to kill the snowmen first? Yep. And then the game stalled for a moment because it was doing something. Stalled again, and this time it stalled even longer. Huh. And it stalled for that long. Where's the last one? Let's bring you like closer to the egg. Maybe it has something to do with how close they are to the guy in the middle. Yeah, that's what's going on. Maybe they're all moving invisibly towards the guy in the center. Alright, now that I have destroyed all the snowmen, does it matter which egg I choose? Nut bunnies. Alright, how about this egg? Finally! One down. How about this egg? Hooray! Hopefully I'm going in a circle. Yep. And victory. That is interesting. I was wondering why we weren't seeing a giant character in this battle. Because it was oh! Transporter magic? We actually learned magic again? Those defenders must have been stopped by now. No, not really. You said you were going to do something, but you haven't really done anything so far. Frostbite the Cold Man was one of my best! Well, I can't argue that. I mean, as far as difficulty goes. As far as fighting him goes... Okay, blowing up the snowman was satisfactory enough. Throwing the eggs at the snowman in the middle, on the other hand, not so much. Or rather, I suppose those are supposed to be snowballs that I was throwing. But anyway, the problem with that fight is there was absolutely no indication whatsoever which eggs I was supposed to throw at that snowman or when. Boss battles need to be a game of skill, not a guessing game. Don't get me wrong, trial and error has its place, but it shouldn't be the primary gimmick of a boss fight. Honestly, the giant octopus boss was the best in the game, because there was an actual physical sort of challenge to it, sort of situation. I don't know, well, for one thing, it wasn't random. For another, it wasn't a simple task of going from point A to point B. Granted, Woo Fok Fok guy sort of thing wasn't exactly a simple task of going from point A to point B, but that's essentially what it was, going from point A to point B. It would have been simple had I known I could blow all those guys up. Alright, time to set sail on ice. Are we going to finish the level? Not really a lot of paths that we don't have an option. I have no idea what I'm saying. Well, I have some semblance of an There was only 2 lights over here. Nah, whatever. Alright, so what is our total for that level now? Let's do a little bit of this. Alright. Winter Wonderland, 35. I'm still not entirely sure if 35 is the total for each level, or if there's something I'm missing. I mean, Mr. Forbes actually commented on that, but I'm not entirely sure what he was saying on the matter, because it seems like there's nothing else to explore in most of these levels. Well, most of these levels. Homeland and Forestland and Strangeland still have a few lights. Are the treasure chests also going to give us more lights, counting towards these totals? I don't know. In any case, we're pretty much done with this episode. Next time, what are we going to do? Well, first I'm going to go to Towerland and learn that whatever ability is... Oh yeah! We can learn how to open treasure chests now! We'll be doing that next time, I think. Or was it 475? I don't know. We're going to find out what we'll be doing next time. I'll see you then.